how's it going, you guys? I thought it would be fun to do a live video. I'm on my way to the gym, and if you didn't know, I posted a live video, a driving show, I guess you could call it, when I was headed to El Dorado Hills to get the masterclass filmed. And this was something that I really enjoyed doing, and I joked, like, if I had a commute to work, I would be implementing basically a driving show, because I think it's really fun. I think driving, you guys, is pretty boring, but I don't drive to work because I work from home, and maybe that's you too. But here's the thing, I do actually drive to the gym just about every day. On weekdays, I make it a point to go to the gym, and I thought maybe, just maybe, this could be a good idea of how to implement it into the social media. I can put it on YouTube, so on and so forth. So that's kind of a description of how did we get here. I've got about a 10 to 15 minute drive to the gym on any given day, depending on traffic and just how crazy the cars are, and if I can get where I'm going without dropping the phone as well. So I do need to invest in some kind of holder, because my last video I went over a bump and the whole phone fell. So hooray for that. But I think the cool thing about posting while I'm headed to the gym is it is a good reminder for yourself to check in with yourself and say, hey, have I not even gone to the gym, but have I exercised today? Have I gotten out of the house? Have I taken some steps, gone for a walk? Because I do have a dog walking job that I do, so granted, on weekdays I'm also walking 1 hour a day, and I found that that is just so helpful for really just getting some fresh air, thinking through thoughts, problems, problem solving, being creative, creating new businesses. You know, there's so much you can get just by walking. But by going to the gym, I've also found it's been really helpful to get me out of the house. I've made a friend at the gym, so being friendly, you know, just having a community around you, even if you don't really know a lot of the people at the gym, if you get yourself out of the house and surround yourself with people, it will do a lot towards your own health in itself. And then if you are at the gym, because I mean, you can do this when you go out to a coffee shop and spend a couple hours working there or reading there, just being surrounded by people. It's very important. But if you are at the gym, guess what? You can exercise. And in the masterclass, I have a whole section on health and taking hold of your health. And that's something that I think is so important as you are a small business owner, and making sure that you are prioritizing yourself and your health, because guess what? If you can't take care of yourself, how are you going to take care of others and what you provide them, what you're serving them with? You know, there's just so much that goes into having a small business, and let me tell you, it's brutal. It's very hard. It's challenging. It's not easy. And along with that, you have to make sure that you are taking care of yourself, because how are you going to do all of these difficult obstacles, come over them, go through them, if you are not healthy? You can't take care of yourself. You have no energy. You don't have the drive, the motivation, the mental health. Like, there's so many different elements to your health, and I do talk about quite a few of them in the masterclass. But I think it's just goes to say it's really helpful and beneficial that if you can, get yourself out of the house, get your butt out of the house. You need to be told it that way. But I think the hardest part is actually just getting out of the house and showing up. And that's like most things in life. If I talked to students nowadays, and I do every once in a while, I'm like, the main thing you have to do is show up. Woo! Merging cars. Show up and do your homework, and you can get a passing grade. You can get through the class. And I feel like most things in life, with your jobs, you need to show up. Like, the hardest thing to do is to show up. But if you can show up, then things get a lot easier. Like, do I want to go and work out on most days? No, I don't. And within that, I do swim. So swimming for me is the fun thing, my fallback. Like, if I'm really not having it by the time I get there, then I'm just gonna say, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna swim. And that is still exercise, but it's fun exercise for me. But at the same time, like, now I don't really want to lift weights, but I have a feeling I'm going to, and I'm okay with that, and I'm excited to today, whereas the past week I've not wanted to. So showing up is a huge part of it. But here, as I'm getting towards almost being at the gym, it's pretty fast, right? Well, here's some things that I wanted to update you on. because we are midweek. First thing being that it is our podcasting day, so the new interview came out with the Agenda Period. Our owner that we're talking with is Alex. Watch out. This is a big curve. And it's a really cool business that she started within women's health, and just kind of looking at and seeing in her own life how she performed differently in her business within the different phases of the menstrual cycle, so having a period. And they've really created a really cool product and app and really so much more that goes into it, in showing people like, did you know this? Can you take hold of this? Can you optimize your own health, your own self, to be the best that you can be throughout your life? And so it doesn't just affect women. It's a super interesting conversation that you definitely need to check out, because guess what? Even if you're a dude, you've got women around you in your house, in your family, your friends. Maybe you're gonna marry a woman, and guess what? Knowing what she's going through and how to be the best support that you can, it's really gonna help you out. So it was a really fun conversation, and it's one that not many people talk about. So I think that alone makes it very interesting. But Alex is doing some really cool things, so definitely check out that episode. Spotify will be the best way if you can listen to it there. And then today I actually had my very last structured call with my business mentor that I've had through that business program I've been in. This was it, end of May. It's closing up, the business program that I've been in, but I am going to keep in contact with him and hopefully keep him on as a mentor. I'm kind of figuring out what that will look like as things go. Oof, more cars that need to merge, and they're not. Okay. But it was a good last call, having him look through the landing page for Ground Zero, which is the masterclass I've been talking about. He gave some advice and tips of what I can do there. Also talked about this new emailing platform called Beehive. That's something that he's been using for a couple months now, and he's had real good success with it. So I'm like, man, tell me a little more about it. Do you think it's a good idea to use for my business here? And it sounds like it is, so I'm going to move forward with that in the next couple of days. And then I also got from him a referral for a review site for getting reviews from people, because typically, say if you go and build a site through Shopify, or you have an app on the App Store, or you're selling through Amazon, they have their own rating system. But if you're someone like me, or maybe you have this too, where you're selling a one-off class or an ebook, and you're doing it through a landing page builder such as Carrd, CARRD.co, and I have an affiliate link for that as well. So if you're watching on YouTube, I'll post that link so you can get a free site started. But if you're doing it like that, you don't really have a review system. And sure, you can ask people for reviews and you can screenshot, and there's ways around it, but I really want to kind of build the foundation, and that's what I've been doing for the last couple months. And really, as I'm heading into summer, I want to make sure we've got a steady and firm foundation built for what I'm doing, so that I can just continue to hit the ground running and go on and on from here. So I got hooked up with a lot of good resources and platforms that he's used, that he's recommended. And I think the coolest thing about this is that I am here to build up my own business, but the business here is to help you with your own small business, whether you're an aspiring business owner and you have yet to start it, or maybe you're a current business owner and you're looking to build it, promote it, all of those things, which, yeah, I'm still in the journey too, but I'm sharing everything I'm learning, and I'm letting you know, don't do this, or I tried this is what I thought of it, here are my thoughts. And I think that is just so valuable, and I think that's kind of the coolest thing, is as I learn and I'm in the trenches, I'm learning not only for myself, but I'm learning in order to share with you. So that's kind of what I'm working on. I also got a call. I got a call from the film team. They needed a little bit more information about the different activities. So there is an activity guide, and he wanted to know the names. And in the video part that we did, I didn't have the names, so I'm just like, head on to activity 1, activity 2. And he's like, it'd be really nice if we had some names. I mean, he said it very kindly, but I was like, shoot, I'm working on that this week too. So right before I got in the car, I didn't throw together names. I put together names based on what the section is going over, and then I emailed it over. So that's another thing I have to be working on. So really, you guys, man, there's so much to be doing. And I know the same is for you as well if you're in your own small business, you're trying to figure out how to do everything, I'm just gonna go down further to park. I don't want my first driving show to be like, I hit a car. But you have to be doing so much of everything, and I'm here to tell you that, yeah, I can help you out. We are here for you. You do not have to be alone. One quick and easy thing you can do is join us on the Inside. Become an Inside member. The link is in my bio. Basically, it's everywhere. And by doing that, you're not just joining an email list where you can get deals, discounts, but you have the chance to join a community of other small business owners, aspiring, current, everything mixed in, where you can know that you don't have to be alone. You can get the help and support. I understand what you're going through because, man, even just from this morning, a whirl of emotions, and my list of things to do just got like 10 times longer. So hope this was fun. I am at the gym, so I'm gonna go lift some weights, get a swim in, and then hit the good from there. Sorry, I was just getting a call at the same time. Man, these are eventful, right? Well, anyways, comment, let me know what you thought of this. I think it'd be fun to do it every day, but at least once a week we can do a driving show.